strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. This your girl Queen Talks Crime, and I'm back with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or anything you would like to say. Shout out to my supporters, my subscribers, my moderators, my members. I love y'all. I hope y'all everybody had a great and productive day. Quick announcement before we get started. It's time to get back to boots on the ground. You know, my child that had COVID is good. Yeah, we got to get back to it, okay? So I'm going to let y'all know the exact 2 days that we're going to be boots on the ground. Oh, my nose is itching. Sorry. Oh, my God, it's itching. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Okay. What do I want to say? I'm going to rest today. I understand, you know, it's Labor Day and people want to spend time with their family. That's perfectly fine if you cannot come out. But if you would like to, yeah, it's going to be some boots on the ground this weekend, okay? Like I said, every 2 weeks, that's what I was doing anyway. I just had a child that was sick 2 weeks ago, about a week ago, so I couldn't get out there last weekend like I was supposed to. But we're going to get back out there this weekend. So I'm going to rest tonight. Tomorrow, I got to take care of my household and my vehicle. So like I said, you know, I can't get out there and help other people. I got to make sure my house is straight and I'm good. Home is good before you go help somebody else, okay? So tomorrow, I'm going to do some things around my house and in my car. I got to clean my car. It's just things that your girl got to do. So I got house things to do, car things to do. Sunday morning will be boots on the ground. Monday morning will be boots on the ground. Okay? So if you're in the area of Tennessee, you're free and welcome to join. Okay? Some is going to be actually on the ground searching, and some is going to be traveling, looking on both sides for dump spots and dump locations. I'm not going to give the exact location over the air right now because I know people are watching and I don't want no one to try to do any fishy shit, okay? Like mess with, things I'm gonna be messing with. So, but if my contact information, everything's in the description. If you want to come or want to go help search for Summer Wells, you are free to contact me. I'll let you know exactly where we're going to be. And yeah, okay? All right, anyway, so this conversation is going to be another phone call with Don, okay? And Chris aired this on his live yesterday. Y'all, I know a lot going on, but we're not going to be distracted. We're going to stay focused. Yeah, we're going to address the BS, okay? Because it's very important. It goes to his character. It goes to who he is and possibly having something to do with it. Everything goes to that. But we're not going to get our mind and our eyes out the prize, which is Summer Wells, and finding her. So we still going to be boots on the ground searching every single time. Okay? Regardless of what's going on, we still going to be searching. Okay? Now, so Don called Mary. Okay? From what I understood on Chris' platform. Okay? So, once again, how does this fit in? Some people don't understand what does it have to do with anything, or what does this have to do with Summer? How does this connect? What is the correlation? Well, it's a lot. You know, it goes to who he is. Okay? Everything we've learned so far goes to what type of person him and Candace is. And it's very important. It ties in a lot. Okay? How does Don handle himself when he's angry? What are his choices of actions? Okay? What's his actions? He cuss, he fuss, he fights. You know, he does all of that when he's angry. He projects. He's a narcissistic individual. So he's gonna do everything and above, and he's never gonna take responsibility for actions, just like Candace. That's why I said they two peas in a pod. Candace has never took a responsibility for her actions. Neither has Don. Okay, that's why they fit perfectly together. That's why they stay together. That's why they ride together. That's why they together. Okay. Mary is a victim. Attempted rape, ripped off her clothes at 13. So him, Don, and a group of boys, two, I believe, chased her down, ripping off her clothes, attempted to rape her. Now, Jeannie, she was SA from 5 to 12. Victim for years by Don Wills. Okay? We stand with our victims, okay, over here. We support our victims. Okay? Period, point blank. Okay? One connection, Jeannie was 5 when Don started essaying her. Summer was 5 when she disappeared. Okay, so that's one main connection, and then the second connection is who he is and what he's capable of. It goes to who Don Wells is, who Candace is, and what they are capable of doing. Okay, not these holy rollers. Okay, that's preaching the scriptures. Okay, yeah. It goes to who they really are, their history, what they're capable of. It's very important. Okay, and notice. In that phone call, y'all go check it out on Interview Room. Don is not the Bible man anymore. The real Donnie is arising. Okay? We're seeing who he really is. He been showing himself. But he's showing himself to the people that still... And you know what? Y'all, let me tell you what I saw today. Let me tell y'all something. There's people that still root for them. Hey. Ain't got nothing to do with your girl. Okay? Had nothing to do with your girl. We're going to continue to fight for Summer Wills. If you know you can't, yeah. You only can do what you can do. I can only tell you what I see. I can only give you the facts. I can only give you my opinions. I can only give you my theories. I can only give you what I see. Take it or leave it, you know? But I'm not surprised, you know, because there's a lot of people like Don Wells and Candace out here. A lot of people like Don and Candace on YouTube. They're everywhere. Okay? So I'm not surprised at nothing, never surprised at anything. Okay? So let's get to the phone call with Don and Mary. Don states that Chris lost half of his views. Not true. Chris gained views and subs. Yeah, on this case. Okay? He gets 100,000+. Okay, so you shouldn't be looking at that man's views. You shouldn't be looking at that man's subs, okay? You know, Don is focused on who's all watching and paying attention to Chris. And Don himself is always watching, okay? And calling him stupid. But Don, you're the one that is stupid here, okay? Why you keep getting exposed and caught up if you're so intelligent? Okay? You're so smart, you shouldn't get caught up. Things you say and do shouldn't be getting exposed if you're so smart. Okay? Mary tells Don that Jeannie is pressing charges on him, and Jeannie's friend as well. Is pressing charges. So Don sounded shocked. He was surprised. You know, he didn't know what to do. So he really got upset. Okay? Then he goes on to say that he only remembers when he was 14 or 15 assaulting Jeannie when he had the motorcycle. Okay, but you just said you only remember 14, 15 when you had the motorcycle. But he keeps repeatedly saying it's not true. How you know it's not true if you only remember things with the motorcycle when you was 14 and 15? So, how you know? I'm just saying, how you know everything else ain't true? You only talking about what you recollecting. But how you know? You don't know. But I believe you do remember. You just don't want to take accountability for your actions. Okay, so why is Mary telling Don this is just a question? Okay, so I questioned, why is Mary giving Don this? Is she looking for a reaction from Don? Why are you informing him? And, you know, me personally, I feel like Don could have found out when the police was knocking on his door to put his ass in handcuffs. so he wouldn't get a chance to run. Okay, because it's very ironic that after this phone call, he does this big plan on Mary and disappeared. Okay, which I suspected after this. Oh yeah, he was gonna run. So I really don't know why, and I wish she would never told him. But I mean, I guess she had her reasons for it. But I don't think it was very smart to tell him that and give him all those details. But whatever. So allegedly Don called her. But even in him calling you, I still want to give him all them details. You know, let the police, knock on the door and get him. But he'll know then. When you giving him an opportunity to act a fool, to run, to hurt people. Yeah. And I just don't think, that was the right way to go about it. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to keep it real all the way around, And I'm just going to just let you know what it is all around the board. Okay, so he asked Jeannie, is Jeannie gonna take care of his kids? He asked Mary, is Jeannie gonna take care of his kids? Don, you don't have your kids. Your kids are removed and Summer is missing. Stop projecting excuses onto them. Okay, take responsibility. Okay? Why would she take care of your kids? Boy, your kids in foster care. You don't have your kids. So they getting taken care of. They getting taken care of. Summer's missing. We looking for her. But your other kids getting taken care of. You wasn't too worried about your older kids. You wasn't too worried about these kids when you allowed them to get taken by CPS, by the things y'all were doing, the life choices that y'all was making. You wasn't so concerned. But now you want to play so concerned. Stop it. Okay? He says nobody cares about his kids. Projecting blame, using his kids for excuse. Don, you and Candace don't care about y'all kids. Or you wouldn't have gotten them removed by CPS and y'all would have stopped the abuse and drugs. Okay? Stop the capping. Okay? Stop the capping. Don wants to know what Summer would think about this. Really? You asking Mary what would Summer think about this? Really? You know what? What would she think of what you did to her aunts and her aunties? What would she think about the drugs that you use and things you've done with her half brothers and sisters that's older than her? Okay? You sound crazy. That is crazy to me. What would she think? Well, for one, she's 5 and she shouldn't know a lot of this adult conversation because she's in a child, she stay in a child place. Okay, so she shouldn't have think anything. But for 2, if you're going to run up and say that, okay, then let's talk about the things you've done. What is someone going to think about you hurt her aunties? Things you've done to her. Things you've done to your brothers. Her brothers. Things you've done to them. The neglect, the abuse, the mistreatment. The cussing them out like they little kids on the street. Okay, what does she think about that, Don? What is someone going to think about that? Okay? Don is saying that Jeannie won't take the blame. Okay? A 5-year-old. What is a 5-year-old going to take blame for, Don? And he started trashing Jeannie and said she tried to sleep with her stepdad. I already know it's lies. Automatically. Because anytime he's in a hot seat, he projects and he lies. Just like at first he lied and said Jeannie married her cousin, a blood member in the family. We found that not to be true. Anytime Don is in a hot seat, he projects and he lies. That's him. That's his personality. He's a narcissist. He cannot help it. That's what he does. Okay? He's upset these charges are coming, that they're pressing these charges. And he cannot run from what he's done. Okay? Guilty people react like this. They do. I hate to say it, but they do. Okay? John QQ. Now John want to call. Sorry about that. My boy John Q hit me up. We had to talk about something real quick about another case. But let's get back to it. I hope everybody's staying caught up with your girl. Y'all stay caught up. I'm kind of going through this kind of fast. But y'all stay caught up. And tomorrow I'm going to go live. We're going to go over everything these past couple of videos we've been talking about, okay? In case people are lost and if I got questions, because I want to make sure y'all are understanding everything I'm saying and every point I'm making and everywhere we're going with this case, okay? So let's get back to it. So Don stated that Jeannie slept with all kind of people. Now, how would you know? Why are you telling Mary that she slept with all kind of people? How would you know? Were you stalking her? Were you in the bed with her? I mean, it sounds obsessive to me. Don't you think? Stop casting the blame to others. You projecting it. You trying to discredit her. Completely tarnish her so people wouldn't believe her. But you cannot do that. Nobody's believe. Your credibility is shot, Don. It's been shot for 2 months now. Okay? In my book, it's been shot for 2 months. Okay? So Don asked when charges are being pressed. So why are you asking when the charges are going to be pressed? Are you thinking of running, Don? Are you thinking of running? I wonder if he's thinking of running. He's good on that. He's good at running and hiding in sheds and things like that. Okay? Don doesn't believe that the police are coming for him. He said he doubts it. He feels he got away with this. So, yeah, he's upset. He even starts swearing and cussing out Jeannie, talking really bad about her. But where was this Don a month ago? He was just preaching every book of the Bible and every scripture. Okay? So this the real Don. That was an act. Okay? That was a complete show he put on for y'all with this religion. But y'all know what? The family already told us. Okay? We was already hinted on how he really is. So this shouldn't be a surprise for us. Okay? Alright? Don admits again to playing a game with Jeannie. But Don, you played this game with her for 7 years. From she's 5 to 12. Age 5 to 12, you played this game for 7 years. You trying to diminish it like it's a little game and it was a little 7 years. She was 5 to 12. You knew you was wrong. You know you essayed her. You threatened her not to tell. That goes to you knowing what you doing was wrong. You told her you was going to die, or people in the family was going to die if she said something. That goes to you knowing what you did was wrong. Okay? You knew it. Okay? Yes, and he keeps saying he was a kid. He was a kid. Yes, you started as a kid, but guess what? You continued as an adult. You knew you was a kid and you was wrong then because you threatened her and told her what happened if she said something. You continued it and you continued it even as you were an adult. So stop with I was just a kid. You was way older than her and you knew better. Okay? Way older than her, you knew better. See, this is where I hold completely 1,000% Don's parent and Jeannie's mother responsible for this. Okay? Definitely Don, but definitely them too. Okay? Because y'all should have held him responsible. Y'all should have let them charges go through. Jeannie's mother should have just, he threatened a divorce his ass. Because at this point, Don does not know what responsibility is. He doesn't want to be held responsible. He feel like what he did was little. That nothing was wrong with what he did. Okay? He doesn't care. And in his brain, he's not comprehending what he did was wrong. He's not getting that. Okay? A 5-year-old can consent to essay to Don. To Don, a 5-year-old can consent. He feels because it happened when he was younger, nothing should happen. It's not getting through. He needs help. Like, help. Professional help, okay? If she cared about my kids, she would stop this. Classic narcissistic behavior. Why are you putting your kids on her? Yeah, she loves your daughter. That's why she's doing this. You shown you don't care about your kids, Don. Your kids have already been taken away because of you, your fault, you and Candace. You're the reason. Y'all the reason y'all kids been removed. Do not put your kids being taken on anybody else. Nobody else. No, nobody else fault but y'all's. You and Candace. That's it. Nobody else's fault but y'all two. So she does care. You're trying to get her not to say anything. Stop it. That's classic trait 101 narcissistic behavior. Okay? Nobody else is hard listening to his psychotic ways, y'all. It's very hard listening to this phone call. It was extremely hard, okay? It's hard listening to his psychotic ways, his thought processes, but I do this for y'all because I love y'all and I want to get y'all the real on this phone call and what I think and what I picked up from it, okay? He says that she's not a victim. Okay, he says Jeannie's not a victim. Don brings up a lie detector test. I think that's funny, that he brings a lie detector test. Hilarious. And he says she waited 40 years when truthfully she did not wait 40 years to tell on you, Don. She told earlier, your parents who protected your sorry ass dropped the charges because your dad threatened to leave Jeannie's mother. And she didn't leave him. But she did not wait, so that's not true. So don't put that out there. That's not true. That she waited 40 years. No, she told. She ran straight to them. The mother wanted to go straight down to the police and press charges. Don says Jeannie is a superstar. Okay? That she stole the spotlight of his daughter. Can y'all believe that? That's exactly what Don wants. It's the spotlight. He wants his theory to be believed. He wants attention on him. He wants a spotlight on his narrative and him. He let it slip. That's why Don can't stop talking. He loves to be seen. He loves to be noticed. Okay? A sociopath. And he's lacked attention growing up. He must have lacked attention. Okay? Don says no one's looking for Summer. No one cares. Lies. You're not looking. We all looking. Okay? I've been everywhere your wife has been. Okay, I've been everywhere your daughter, allegedly, I say your daughter has been. My next search is going to be where you have been. Look, FYI. Okay? The lies. People are out here searching for her. Okay? You gave up on your daughter. You think she's dead. Don, when was the last prayer circle you went to? That's what I thought. You don't search for her. You don't care about her. You gave up on your daughter. Days in when she went missing. So Don says kids do stuff like that. Like essaying each other. Hello, brain. Hello to Don. It's not functioning properly upstairs. No kids don't essay their loved ones. That's not normal. He wants to project that this is normal behavior. It happens. It's normal. Something isn't clicking in his brain. That's why he needed to get help when Jeannie told on him the first time, and it would have saved more victims. For one, he would have learned it took responsibility for his action. For two, yeah, he would have got the professional help he needed. Okay? He relied on a stack of Bibles. He said he would even put it on Bibles. Okay? He insinuated that Jeannie lied about the whole thing. A 5-year-old. Believe that? Don says he is innocent. Nobody told him anything. He's making himself a victim. He said nobody taught him what's right. He didn't know no better. He throws that card. Okay? Don, you forget that you threatened her, so you knew better, and you ran and hid when she ran and told. So you knew you was wrong. Okay? Your daddy protected you. You know? And we heard you might have got this from your stepfather, because your stepfather heard was a mean abuser. Okay? Okay? But you definitely knew it was wrong. Don wants to be a victim here so bad, but it's not happening. You are a perpetrator. Okay? Don said he tried to apologize to her, but he's done with all that. He said she acting like she all hurt. Don is a classic book a sociopath. No empathy. Just cold. And he puts on a good front. Okay? In front of people. But you can only hide who you really are so long. Okay? Don says he got people who already got a lot of stuff on her. See? All he does is research and lie. Research and lie. So he's looking to spread more lies on this victim. He's not sorry. He's not sincere. He has no remorse for what he did. Don is going to smear lies about Jeannie all over YouTube. That's what he said. Don says he has women that's going to support him if he gets locked up for Jeannie. See, if he does, which I doubt, but today what I saw on YouTube, I believe it. He might have some sick women, as sick as he is, narcissistic traits and sociopathic behavior as well as he does. Yeah, I can't believe it. A little bit, but we got more people that see through you than you got supporting you. Okay? I'm just saying. But yeah. But if they lock you up, it's going to be because you're guilty. Okay? Don says that she messed up the whole investigation. How did Jeannie mess up the whole investigation? He said the police are not looking for someone because of what she said. He's implying the police are looking at him. And that's funny. Don, if they're looking at y'all, it's because of the lies and the inconsistencies and the evidence and the phone pings and the blood work and the lie detector test. If they're looking at y'all, it's looking at y'all because of what has came back and the things that y'all are showing them. I'm just saying. It ain't because of what Jeannie said. You just an avenue that they looked at. That's it. Another option that they looked at. That's it. Okay? It's not Jeannie's fault. They're looking at you. And thanks for confirming that you was trying to push hard for your narrative. And you're mad that your narrative is not working. Okay? Don says now that they know that she's abducted. He switched up and said that, yeah, they know she's abducted now. Don, the police isn't talking to you. Okay, so they haven't told you anything. And that's another reason why you and Candace are mad and are attacking the police. Which we're going to stand by and support the police because they're helping you. Okay, so y'all are upset and y'all been trashing them. Y'all are upset and y'all been trashing them. Okay, they haven't told you anything. They haven't told you anything. They are still looking for Summer. You're upset because they're not telling you what's going on. Don, if you tell the court that your 5-year-old sister initiated essay, they're going to lock you up and send you to a mental institution. If you go in that court aloud and say that, they're going to look at you like you crazy. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I love y'all, and I'll be back with a new video, maybe a live tomorrow. Peace.